Welcome to this video playing Chess Kids. What flag is that? Singapore. Okay. Chess Kids, never played this guy before. Yeah, I'm recording this video relatively early morning, and one idea was that I might get slightly different opponents, yeah, because you have those with the time zones and so on. If you record at a different time, it might happen that you get different opposition, yeah? Not the same guys all the time, and it was quite successful the last couple of games. I really didn't get those guys before. Yeah, interesting. I had the same position in the game earlier, just a couple of like yesterday or something, recording date at least, so it should be released a couple of days before this video, and it should be okay for black, but somehow it wasn't. With long castles and stuff, this guy in the other game, he really got a good game. I played a6 b5, hoping for compensation, but it didn't really materialize. Yeah, one problem here for white is a little bit, how do you develop, yeah, if you don't castle long? I mean, it's not so easy. Bishop d3, knight e5 is a little bit awkward with pressure against c4. Knight e2, blunder c4, knight h3 gets taken. It's not so easy to develop, so you are somewhat drawn to long castles and bishop h6 because, well, the normal development is just failing somehow. Yeah, this is another move along those lines. Yeah, he might, maybe he's intending bishop g5, yeah. Okay, I'm going here for c6. Cannot really tolerate this knight on d5 for long. And c6 is something that I like to do anyway. Bishop d3, really? But c6 now looks really decent, yeah. Knight f6, queen f6, c4 hangs, and b2 hangs. That looks kind of critical for white already, or am I seeing ghosts here? What is he doing now?
Check.
No, this is just good for white, yeah. c4 is hanging, and I'm threatening knight d3, queen b2. He's totally underdeveloped, so already quite troublesome, this position for white. He's losing material here, and it's serious, yeah. Like knight d3, queen b2. There's g2 hanging, yeah. It's not just a pawn or something that gets lost. The whole position is falling apart. Yeah, it's really terrible, this position. Yeah, amazing, yeah, how quickly this went downhill. The relatively best line according to the comp is knight e2, and this is still -3. Yeah, like this. Obviously a disastrous position with knight coming here and so on. Yeah, one issue is that for some reason people like here, I mean, this is just not very good. It's not very well coordinated after that. White should probably play this or knight f3 to cover d4. Here it's a case where after this I'm winning a tempo basically on this bishop, because you cannot allow me to take the dark squared bishop. If it is taken, the dark squares here would be totally weak, so white has to retreat, and this loses time somehow, yeah. If you compare this to a knight capturing on d4, the knight can stay on d4, so you're essentially giving away some moves here. And I think the next problem was that, yeah, around here you really have to think as white how to get your pieces out. And yeah, maybe a move like this is interesting, yeah, covering c4, so that you can actually play knight e2 to f4. It's already a little bit awkward because of your lack in development. The problem for black is that the knight on c6, it won this tempo, but it is not particularly well placed on c6 because you want c6, pawn to c6 and d5 to open up the center to exploit your lead in development. But this is somewhat hampered by the knight being on c6, as you cannot go c6. And let's take some arrows back. So maybe b3 was an idea. This is now already critical. c6 is, I mean, knight e5 is a move that I think of anyway here to prepare c6. And here c6 will even come with a tempo. And yeah, awkward. This is awkward. Rook c1 seems to be best. It gives black an advantage, says the comp, but just one pawn in terms of evaluation. And here you're really busted, yeah. I mean, you cannot retreat. This is also crazy, yeah.
Check.
But, here he designed, and it's not too early. Rook c1, for example. Yeah, I have the choice. I can now take, and note that this hangs as well, yeah. Or I can play after rook c1. I can also go d5, which is also very logical, yeah. Blasting open the whole position. Yeah, that white will not survive this. Pretty sure about it. Comp is on -3. Yeah, white definitely, if you look at the opening. I mean, here bishop e3 is of course not bad or anything, but there is no big reason not to play knight c3 first, because, well, it has to go there anyway. And if black now goes e5, you have a pleasant choice. You can go here, here, or you can play d5. d5 is maybe not the most testing move here, but also playable. But knight f3 or knight e2 now would be normal, just to cover here. And this is an entirely different position. Yeah? Here you can develop very smoothly and don't run into a big, yeah, that you're falling so far behind in development as white. Yeah, okay, I hope you enjoyed this game. Thanks for watching.